Hello friends, let us learn about malignant mesothelioma, malignant tumors of lung and pleura, which includes malignant mesothelioma. So, first we have malignant mesothelioma. So, in malignant mesothelioma, it is the most common primary malignant tumor of the pleura. It is the most common primary malignant tumor of the pleura. If you see most common etiology, it is associated with asbestos, and it mostly occurs after a latent period of around 20 years. It is most common in male patients. More than 40 years occurs, 40 years, and here there can be death can occur mainly due to local extension. Local extension of the lesion can lead to death of the lesion. Then if you see clinical features, it can cause dyspnea, chest pain. On X-ray, if you see, 90% of the cases have pleural effusion, and sometimes it can be associated with shrunken hemothorax. Shrunken hemithorax. Then we have three types of malignant mesothelioma, that is epithelial type, sarcomatoid type, or mixed type. I will just write some points about each of them in detail. Okay. Then we have, among all these, if you were asked which is the best prognosis is present for epithelial type, and carcinoembryonic antigen is negative, CEA is negative, but the tumor markers like vimentin, low molecular weight, cytokeratin are positive. Vimentin and low molecular weight cytokeratin is positive. Diagnosis biopsy by VATS or open pleural biopsy you can do. You can either do VATS or you can do open pleural biopsy. So here the tumor is multicentric and it shows multiple pleural nodules also. Here in this, the tumor is multicentric and shows multiple pleural nodules. There is no effective treatment here. The multimodality treatment is available, which includes surgical resection and chemoradiotherapy can be done. Okay, now we will see some important extra points and we will see the pictures of each of them in detail. Okay. Okay. So if we see the first, if we see this malignant mesothelioma in the thorax, where does it arise from? It can arise from either parietal pleura or it can even arise from visceral pleura, right? And as I have already told you, it is associated with asbestos. It is also associated with a virus which is called as simian virus 40 or SV40 virus also, it is associated with this. Then this mesothelioma is actually a diffuse lesion and it spreads, and this will spread to the pleural surface. It will spread widely in the pleural surface. Because it is spread widely in the pleural surface, it is associated with pleural effusion, and also there is direct invasion to thoracic structures, and because of this there is direct invasion to thoracic structures. Okay, then we will see types. There are mainly three types. First one is epithelioid type, then we have sarcomatoid type and mixed type. So if you see in epithelioid type, in this there will be mesothelial cells. In this mesothelial cells develop has epithelium like lining cells. Then it contains cuboidal, columnar and flattened cells. It has all the four types of cells, which are cuboidal, columnar and flattened cells. Okay, it also contains it has the following features. It has positive staining with mucopolysaccharides. It will stain positively with mucopolysaccharide, keratin, calretinin. Wilms tumor 1 susceptibility gene product cytokeratin 5/6, mesothelin, thrombomodulin. So it will stain positively with all these, like mucopolysaccharide. Among all these, keratin, it has strong positivity is seen with keratin. It is also seen positive with calretinin, Wilms tumor, susceptibility gene product, cytokeratin 5 or 6, mesothelin and thrombomodulin. All these show positive staining. Then it lacks staining, or we can say it has negative staining for carcinoembryonic antigen. But for carcinoembryonic antigen, that is CEA, it shows negative staining. Okay, then if you see, it shows one important thing here is presence of long microvilli and abundant tonofilaments are seen, and along with that there is absence of microvillus rootlets and lamellar bodies are seen. So if you see in this, there is presence of microvillus rootlets are seen, and lamellar bodies, absence of lamellar bodies are seen in this epithelioid type. Second, we have sarcomatoid type. Sarcomatoid type, or we can also call them as, I will show you all the pictures, just a minute. Okay, we also have mesenchymal type. In this sarcomatoid type, we have here the mesothelial cells develop as mesenchymal stromal cells. Here mesothelial cells develop as mesenchymal stromal cells, and these sarcomatoid or mesenchymal cells appear as spindle cell sarcoma, which is resembling fibrosarcoma. Then we have third type, which is mixed type or biphasic type. So in this mixed type or biphasic type, this will contain both epithelioid and sarcomatoid patterns. It will contain both epithelioid and sarcomatoid patterns. So if you see, these are the main important things. Let us see all of them again. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so mesothelioma, if you see the pathology, it arises from either the parietal pleura. It can arise either from parietal pleura or visceral pleura. Okay, number one, most important is it can arise either from parietal pleura or it can arise from visceral pleura. It is associated with this simian virus 40. Okay, if there is diffuse lesion, it spreads to the pleural surface, and thus it is associated with pleural effusion, and sometimes it is also associated with direct invasion to thoracic structures. Now we have three types of epithelioid, three types of histologically we have three types of mesothelioma. One is epithelioid type, second is sarcomatoid or mesenchymal type, third is mixed or biphasic type. Okay, so in epithelioid type, you find mesothelial cells which develop as epithelium like lining cells. These contain cuboidal, columnar and flattened cells. Okay, this is important. They stain positive for all these. They stain positive for mucopolysaccharides, keratin, which is strong keratin, calretinin, Wilms tumor 1 susceptibility gene product. They show positivity for cytokeratin 5 or 6, mesothelin or thrombomodulin. They show negative staining for carcinoembryonic antigen. They also show presence of long microvilli and abundant tonofilaments. Whereas these are present, long microvilli and abundant tonofilaments are present, and there is absence of microvillus rootlets and lamellar bodies. Okay, sarcomatoid or mesenchymal cells are these mesothelial cells develop as mesenchymal stromal cells. They appear, sarcomatoid is spindle cell sarcoma like, and thus they resemble fibrosarcoma. In mixed patterns, if it contains both epithelial and this sarcomatoid type, then we call it as mixed or biphasic content, biphasic type. Okay, I'll show you the picture, just a minute. Okay, so these are the pictures of malignant mesothelioma. So if you see here in this malignant mesothelioma, this is the tumor mass. See, this is the lung, this is the normal lung tissue, this is the tumor which is present, all this. Okay, this white colored thing is the tumor here. Okay, so this is the white encircling tumor mark which is surrounding the visceral pleura, and is malignant mesothelioma, right? These are big bulky tumors, and these can fill the entire chest cavity sometimes, right? Next, if you see, this is the picture here. See, here you can see presence of this malignant mesothelioma. So this is the CT scan of chest, which shows right pleura thickening and nodularity, right? And this may obscure the pleural plaques that may have been present. So this is malignant mesothelioma. Then we have, this is the picture of malignant mesothelioma, which have, these are gland like configurations are present. Okay, so these are either spindle cells or plump, which shows rounded cells. Okay, now we will see this, instead of that, these are the better pictures. See, this is the epithelioid type of malignant mesothelioma, where this is the gland like architecture which we have seen. So these are the glands, and these are the different epithelial cells, cuboidal, columnar or cells which are seen. So this is epithelioid type of mesothelioma. If you see, this is sarcomatoid, you can see the spindle shaped cells which are seen here. So this is sarcomatoid type of mesothelioma. So here you have both sarcomatoid. See, these are the sarcomatoid type, and you also have these round cells which are epithelioid type. So this is mixed mesothelioma. So similarly, this is also this is epithelioid, this is biphasic. These are the sarcomatoid type, which shows the spindle shaped cells. Okay, now if you see in this see all this is the normal lung, this is the lung, this is surrounded by this grayish colored shadow. This is nothing but pleural effusion which is seen, and not just pleural effusion, you can also tell that this is the whole increased mass of the mesothelioma which is seen. Okay, fine. So this is about the mesothelioma. Thank you guys for watching my lecture. In the next class we will learn about malignant, that is bronchocarcinoma of lung. Sorry, there is one more thing which I thought of explaining. Okay, there is one more entity which is called as, we call it as benign mesothelioma. There is one more entity which is benign mesothelioma of pleura, or this is also called as pleural fibroma. Okay, there is something called as benign mesothelioma of pleura, or called as pleural fibroma. This is also important. So this is the primary benign lesion of the pleura. Here this tumor is present, and it is attached to the pleural surface by the peduncle. So it is like a pedunculated tumor which is attached to the pleural surface by a peduncle. Here they do not produce, one important thing about this benign mesothelioma, unlike malignant mesothelioma, is they do not produce a pleural effusion. Normally pleural effusion is seen in malignant mesothelioma. They do not produce pleural effusion, and there is also no relationship to asbestos exposure. Okay, but what they contain is, they contain dense fibrous tissue with occasional cysts, and these cysts are filled with viscid fluid, They contain dense fibrous tissue with occasional cysts which are filled with fluid. If you see microscopically, the tumor will show whorls, Microscopically, the tumor will show whorls of reticulin and collagen fibers. It will mainly show whorls of reticulin and collagen fibers among, and it contains whorls of reticulin and collagen fibers, and it also contains spindle cells which are resembling fibroblasts are also seen. Okay, then if you see tumor cells are, these tumor cells are CD34 positive and they are keratin negative. On immunohistochemistry, they are CD34 positive and keratin negative. So these are the features which are used for distinguishing malignant mesothelioma. So if you see the malignant mesothelioma, it is actually keratin positive, strongly it is keratin positive and CD34 negative. So this is one way by which you can differentiate the malignant mesothelioma from benign mesothelioma. Okay, let me revise it once. Okay, so we have something called as an entity which is called as benign mesothelioma of pleura or fibroma. So in this is a benign tumor lesion of the pleura. Here the tumor is attached to the pleural surface by a pedicle, and this tumor will not produce any pleural effusion. Here in benign mesothelioma of pleura, there is also no relationship with asbestos exposure, no production of pleural effusion. This mainly contains dense fibrous tissue with occasional cysts filled with viscid fluid. Okay, this fibrous tissue mainly contains reticulin and collagen fibers, and sometimes you will also see spindle cells which are resembling fibroblasts. Main important thing is they are CD34 positive and keratin negative. So if you see, this is the picture showing pleural fibroma with a lots of collagen fibers interspersed with spindle shaped fibroblasts. I know this is the normal fibroma. I did not get the proper picture of pleural fibroma, right? So this is about benign mesothelioma or pleural fibroma. Thank you guys for watching my lecture. In the next class we will learn about the bronchial carcinoma, bronchogenic carcinoma. Thank you.